If you drive an older polluting car, light van or motorcycle, then you may be affected.
So, the best way to know if you meet the standards is to check your vehicle. Search ULEZ 2021. To the Mayor of London and TfL, every journey matters.
It's a beautiful sound when a barbershop quartet discovers kazoo, the smart new way to buy a used car. Oh, hang on, they've part exchanged their old car too. And were given an instant online offer with a price guaranteed.
Price guaranteed.
And they had their old car picked up when Kazoo delivered their new car. Can you buy a used car in a smart new way? Kazoo, yeah you can.
At Odeon, the show must go on. Bored of box sets on the sofa? Well, feel-good classic films are back on the big screen at Odeon. This week you can see the all-singing, all-dancing The Greatest Showman. To book £5.75 Super Saver tickets and to check on your local cinema showtimes, visit odeon.co.uk. Odeon, we are safe cinema. Visit odeon.co.uk for more details.
That's Zane whizzing through town in a free now private hire vehicle, taking advantage of our low prices. And that's him nipping home in a free now black cab with prices that never surge. Private hire vehicles, low prices. Black cabs never surge. See, with the choice of black cabs and private hire vehicles together on ride-hailing app Free Now, you're in control to get there cheaper. So however you roll, download Free Now and get 50% off your first ride with code TAXI. Terms and conditions apply.
Businesses, this is for you. Now that we've left the EU and will soon be leaving the customs union, it's time for you to take action and plan for our new start. If you're running a business trading with the EU or you employ international staff, there's lots to do to keep your business moving. Go to gov.uk/transition for the simple, personalised tool where you can find the actions you need to take to support your business. Check the guidance, make the changes, and let's get going for the UK's new start.
You don't need an office. You need an office. You don't need a shop. You need a shop. You don't need contractors. You need contractors. What your business doesn't need 1 month, it might need the next. So at O2, we're offering flexible tariffs to help with the ups and downs ahead. Search O2 Business. We're here to help your business flex.
Terms apply.
This is LBC with Ian Payne. Call 0345 6060 973. Tweet at LBC. Text 84850.
Okay, so I'm surmising here, but I'm pretty sure I'm right, that the Speaker of the House of Commons has taken it upon himself to shut all the bars and make sure there's no alcohol sold, because I'm sure of various stories, especially this one that's in the Mail on Sunday. It was in the Mail on Sunday last week and it's been followed up again today, because the excuses for it are pretty pathetic, really, and that is that not only are MPs or have been drinking in bars past the 10 p.m. curfew, but Matt Hancock could, I stress could, have been among them. When asked, was he in the bar, he said yes, but left for home after the vote at 9:40, had a glass of wine apparently before that, and made a tasteless joke about the 16,000 missing test and trace and all the rest of it, anyway, which he's denied. But then the spokesman didn't actually say, oh, the official word from Matt Hancock was, I left the estate of Parliament, or House of Commons, however he worded it, after the vote at 9:40. So the Mail thought, well, hold on, that's not quite answering the question. So they asked his spokesman, did he go to the bar before he went home, but after the vote? To which they asked it 30 times via WhatsApp, I think, and email, and the spokesman answered it 3 times, and each time he said, I refer you to the answer we gave before. So it's classic Politico, not really answering the question. Yeah, it appears that no question will ever be answered by the Cabinet in any context. And I'm a go at them, I'm not saying it, I just feel like this is the most slippery punch I've ever known, or maybe it's just my age and I've suddenly realised this is what all politicians do. I don't think they all do this, do they? The fact is, this may have happened, and now the Speaker has banned alcohol sales, as indeed he probably should have done. I think that smacks of the fact that he said, I'm fed up with all this, we're getting a bad reputation, we need to do something about it, because you guys think you can behave however you like. No one's sacked, no one answers a question, and no one's done anything wrong. Gov. So does it matter, Richard in Oxford? Thank you for being patient, my friend.
Yeah, of course it matters. I mean, when you look back earlier on in the year, I distinctly remember that when Johnson refused to sack Prime Minister Cummings, everybody pretty much said lockdown's over. You know, it's indicative. You look at so many examples. You know, Cummings did what he did, no consequences whatsoever. And you know, this recent thing about his council tax and planning permission bill. You know, he gets let off 50k.
I don't know about that one, so don't go there. So sorry, I can't verify or not that. But yeah, carry on.
But even in in the worst places of infection in the UK, tier 3, very high risk level. You can't visit your relatives, but you can go and hunt a fox and shoot some grouse if you want. And it's no surprise, because you look at the very core belief of what the Tories believe in, the right-wing party, is that they're going to rule us, unwashed human scum. And to quote Prime Minister Cummings from one of his little speeches, people think they don't care about the NHS and poor people, and they are correct.
I take it you're not a Tory voter.
No. Never. It's the very nature of them.
I don't think you can say that it's in the DNA, but I think you can say under Boris. I don't think it would be the same. I don't think that Theresa May was quite as slippery as this, but I do think that under this particular Prime Minister, for whatever reason, there's many things about him that I like, but that this slipperiness, this refusal to ask a question. Do you remember when the reporter was talking about a picture of, I think it was someone who was ill in a corridor in a hospital, and he tried to get him to look at this on the mobile phone, and Boris Johnson sort of didn't ask the question and actually took the reporter's phone and put it in his pocket. And it's just like, can you not answer anything? Can you? And that's huh? Well, they think it's more important to get on with governing rather than answering questions. I think they treat the media, although on the surface they say thank you and please all the time. What a good question that is. I think you ask a very good question and then they don't answer the question. But, you know, maybe that's just how it has to be. I don't think it has to be like that, but maybe. Right, let's go to Bill, who's in Windsor. Hi, Bill.
Yeah, nice to talk to you.
And to you. And what would you like to say? Tell us.
Yeah, I think obviously, you know, I'm sure you've heard sort of similar things from everybody now. I've been listening to you on the radio for a while in my car.
Good.
So just make a few points. I mean, you might have heard them before, but so one thing that's staggering is I happen to know a lot of pubs did spend on health and safety equipment, perspex screens, one-way systems. They spent a lot of money thinking that coming out of the first lockdown, everything would be fine again and we'd be kind of back to normal. So for them to be treated this way is absolutely astonishing. As people have said, they're losing money, losing businesses. I see some pubs flashing with the lights on and off, you know, giving an SOS signal at 10 p.m. And what is astonishing is you can swan around a supermarket the whole day and they have no restrictions at all. And I appreciate people have to eat, but if there's such a deadly killer virus, you have supermarkets as large as Tesco and Sainsbury, that Sainsbury and Hayes is 24 hours, they have air handling systems, and they are so busy without any restrictions. So it's again this, as a lot of people have said to me, it's inconsistent rules. Inconsistent rules are making them question why this government is doing it, what they're doing, you know, what's really going on here.
Well, I must admit, when I heard about this story, and when the Cummings thing happened, I wasn't as kind of exasperated as a lot of people. I was just thinking, you know, he's worried about his health, his kid was involved. Although he shouldn't have done it, I can kind of understand why he did it. It was the backtracking afterwards I didn't really like. This, however, actually I take, if it's true, I take it far more seriously, because this is sort of collective denial. You know, it's not just one person in the bar. The bar's open, it's still serving booze, people are still drinking after 10 o'clock. It's kind of like saying, we're the lawmakers, we're different, you know, rather than a one-off. That's why I think this is a worthwhile story, because it smacks of elitism.
Yeah, I think Matt Hancock does operate in an untouchable manner. You have to remember Boris has been to Eton, Matt Hancock has been to Exeter Public School, and I think Rishi also, who I think is the lesser of the evils around here, has also been to public school. So we're actually being governed by minority elitist public school educated people